Welcome to the Nupur Show. How are you today? Episode number 7, presented by Heal Tokyo and Heal India. So now we are going to talk about today's guest. She's gorgeous. And she's national award-winning actor, a poet, an author, and most importantly, she has got infectious smile that she can win anyone's heart without talking anything, without any word. So everyone, ladies and gentlemen, today's guest is none other than Miss Divya Dutta. Hi, Divya.
Hi, how are you?
Show. I'm good.
Thank you, my dear.
So glad to see you here. You're looking so beautiful.
So are you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And virtually, welcome to Japan.
I've been there once, so thank you. It's nice to revisit.
Yeah. So next time, definitely not virtually. Next time we'll be coming and we'll be waiting for you. The whole Indian community will be waiting for you to welcome you here.
You know, I have with Japan. I represented the entire country, India, in Japan for a youth exchange program. So for me, those memories of being there are very, very special.
Oh, so was that how many years ago it was?
When I was in college. So that time. Yes.
That time. Okay. Yeah. So now you have to. There is no choice. Now you have to come to Japan again after Corona.
Absolutely.
So,
yes.
What is your image about Japan? We'd love to know.
First of all, I made lots of friends there, even though language was a bar. But the warmth that everyone exuded, and we had homestay programs, we had cultural programs, we met the ministers, and we did some creative activities. So I realized language really wasn't a bar. And it was fun just interacting and meeting people. And it's such a beautiful place, really. And it was fun to stay. It was nice to know how it is to live in a life one day in Japan. It was really beautiful. And the only thing was I had to, because I was vegetarian that time, so I had to have only veg curries and rice, and they used to make it so spicy. But I loved it. I mean, when I came back, I would really insist if I could just, get that food cooked. And my first experience with chopsticks also was there in Japan. So because I was very young and I was learning, and I came back with many friends, many friends, and have genuinely beautiful memories of Japan.
Yeah, I can totally imagine. Even still, vegetarian food is not available that much in Japan. So
that was years back.
Yeah, even still also, if you are not in Tokyo, if you are going to a different part of a little bit interior, so you wouldn't find vegetarian food. I always had problems with it. Yeah, so Japan is really not that good place for vegetarian, but Japanese are really very lovely people. They will do anything to make you feel comfortable.
I loved that. The best thing I loved was the tea ceremonies. So that was really beautiful, wearing the entire, costume
kimono.
And then the kimonos, and they gifted it to me. And what did I learn? That word I always used to say, arigato gozaimashita, something like that.
That's right. Yes. It means thank you.
Thank you, yes.
Yes.
All the time I used to say that. Yeah.
That's great. You have great memory here. Yeah. So we just can't wait to have you again here. That would be really great. You can revive those memories.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's you are from Ludhiana, right?
That's right.
So from Ludhiana to Bombay, a small town girl, was it very difficult or not that difficult? Because, there is many small town girls, they really want to go to Mumbai, even still, So it would be very enlightening for them to know your experience.
It was difficult, Nupur. It definitely was, because when I came into the industry like a few 20 years back, The people and their thinking was very different, and I was very good in my studies. As I told you, I represented India, and I was a scholar,
Exactly.
and I used to get my scholarship. So everyone thought I should pursue my studies, and
Mhm.
but I got this chance opportunity to come into the Stardust talent hunt, and I was selected. And I told my
Mhm.
mother I really want to go there. And she said, "You really want to?" I said, "Yes, Mama, I really." And I come from a family of doctors. So, and she was a single mother, and we were in like a rural area. So, my entire family was like a little against my mother being in support of me for this decision. But she said, if my daughter wants to do it, I'm going with her. So she stood by me like a rock. She pursued my dreams with me. She held my hand tight. And that meant the world to me. And so, yeah, it was difficult to start from a scratch, to not have a godfather, to not have like a typical beginning opposite a big hero. Just so it was a trial and error learning from me. I started with multi-starter, where I was one of the heroines. And then, of course, to find your own foothold is not that easy, and you don't know people, you trust too easily. So, and you're coming from Punjab, which is like very protected background with your family and friends, and here you are on your own. So it isn't easy, but when I look back, I feel very proud that it was a self-made journey for me, and I found my own niche, my own path. And but I have immense gratitude to my mother for letting me pursue my dreams. Really,
And that is the reason I think you have written a book also on your mother, Me and My Mom.
yes,
So, would
yes.
love to know about that book. So, our viewers also would love to read that book. If you can just tell us a little bit about your book and your mother, as you already explained, your mother's role in your life. But we'd love to know more about your mother.
So I lost my father when I was 7, and my mother was a single parent and a doctor, and in a rural area. So I have seen her really fight through every kind of situation. She was a survivor. She was a fighter, absolutely, and she used to pen down all her feelings into poetry. And that was her only best friend, and so and me, I was like a child, but I was her best friend since then. And she I think has played too many roles in my life, not just a mother. She was my best friend, and somewhere she became my daughter too. And to have somebody who doesn't judge you for anything, for who you are, and just stands by you through everything, inconsequential of whatever it is. So beat my mistakes, beat my Sakhu, quiet. Beat anything. She was not judgmental about. Sorry, my little pet.
No,
Saki,
it's
quiet,
fine.
Raja. So let me just get her. She'll keep making noise. One
Okay,
second.
sure, sure.
Saki,
Please.
quiet.
So as you can see that a mother can be rock of a daughter's life, daughters, and you can, similar stories you have heard, and you
I'm
were
so
just
sorry.
mentioning how the mother's
Yes.
role in her life. Yes, please go on.
Yes, sorry. Uh,
No worries.
so, um, so I have had the opportunity to play these variety of roles with my mother, and been the happiest. And I think I've been lucky that I had her as my mother. So my biggest fear was, Nupur, that I didn't want to lose her. And when that happened, I just was in denial for a while. But then I thought I need to celebrate her. I need to share her with people who don't really have, who have these little generation gaps or distance between their parents. I wanted to share a mother who really changed my life for the better, who made me who I am. And when you're in a profession where you're loving doing what you're doing and also earning out of that, I think we are lucky people, and I only have my mother to thank for it. So I wanted to celebrate her, and hence I wrote this book, Me and Ma, with Penguin. And I was so it was so heartwarming to know that it really connected with the readers, and I'm writing my second book now. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's that.
So, all the viewers, if you haven't read the book, Me and Ma, please do read, and especially for all those daughters. I think those who have a lot of, as Divya said, the generation gap, a lot of misunderstanding we have. So, I think you should go through that book, and you will understand your mother better than today. What you feel that our mother is stopping, or there's always a communication gap or generation gap, so you
But
should do
Nupur,
that.
also I also feel it's a two-way traffic. I mean, even mothers should know. Sometimes we take the roles of being a mother very seriously. So you need to be your child's best friend for them to even reciprocate. So it has to be both ways. And
Yeah.
I remember I was at the airport the other day, and in Chandigarh, I think, and this girl just ran to me and she just hugged me in better non-corona times, and she just said, "Ma'am, I just gifted your book to my mother. The first thing I did after reading your book was I went home and I hugged her tight and I said thank you." So I think it's a very satiating feeling to hear something like that.
Yeah, so it is definitely giving the positive effect on people's life.
Yeah.
So that is also
Yes.
your this is you are gaining. People are not only you are just making people know about your mother, but you're giving a lot of positive energy to many daughters.
I,
So that is really a wonderful thing. So as you said that from that small town rural area to Mumbai, you did a lot of trial and error happen in your life. So from at this stage where you are very successful and you have achieved national award also, and not only national, many other awards you have already achieved. So do you feel that nepotism really, there is, like, people are talking about today these days, does it exist, or just we just only talk about it?
Nupur, it's an easy mathematics here. If my
Mm-hmm.
parents are doctors and if my brother has chosen to be a doctor, it doesn't make it nepotism.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. It's just that he would know a few doctors who are my parents' friends, and he would just be more
True,
familiar with them. But at
true.
the end of the day, what happens is how does he treat the patients? How good a doctor is he is what matters. So I
Mm-hmm.
think as far as this insider outsider game is concerned, it's about getting your initial opportunity. That of course
Mm-hmm.
they get it easier, but after that I think everyone is on the same platform. For us as outsiders, we make mistakes because we don't know who's the right person to come through, what is the right
True.
break, who to meet, all those things we start
Mhm.
from like scratch. So
True.
that is a thing which is your own journey, but it is worth it. And of course there is favoritism around, but which industry doesn't have favoritism? Every place has
Exactly.
favoritism. So I think it just gives us all the more reason to keep proving our worth, so that you rise above that and people see you for who you are, rather than just get into a favoritism kind of a bracket.
Exactly. So your talent comes first, I think. After a certain point, I think your talent becomes more important than
Eventually,
anything.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is the most important. And that is, I think, today those who are starting from outside, they have to understand that you have to have the talent to take you to that level. So that is most
Yes.
important. So,
That's true.
yeah. So Divya, like like since childhood, you wanted to be an actor, or just you had some other dream also? A little Divya has other dreams.
I only wanted to be an actor. I don't know how, because they were all doctors around me. So I don't know where I got this dream from. But I think I used to see Mr. Bachchan's movies, and I loved his performances. And I used to dance on his songs, tearing my mother's dupattas and saris. I remember I used to dance on the Khai Ke Paan Banaras Wala. I used to call the neighborhood kids and tell them, "Come on, I'll give you a treat. You have to clap for me when I dance." So I think I always wanted to do that, but how? I really didn't know because I was in a small town. There was this background wasn't filmy at all. I didn't know how, but then I think destiny has its plans when it knows that you really want something passionately. So this talent hunt came my way and brought me here in Mumbai.
Exactly. Universe had planned for you. So we have gotten one comment. Thankfully, you made it. What a wonderful, talented actor you are. So the
Thank
comment
you.
came. So thankfully, you made it. So yes, that's wonderful. Universe had planned, and just universe found you there. Okay, this is your path. You just walk on that path. So that's really wonderful. Very few people actually. I think very few people really keep complaining. Like I had that dream, but I couldn't make it. So I feel that me personally feel we don't give our 100% to our dream also, and that is the reason sometimes it doesn't happen. This is
We
my feeling for my own
we
life also. I feel the same.
I think we don't have now the patience and the
Mhm.
perseverance that people had earlier. Now it's too many choices in front of us. Now we live in a very fast forward world where everything is there on a click of a finger. So we don't
True.
have that patience. So
Hmm.
so again, nahi hua, to then I'll do that. If that doesn't happen, I'll do that. So we don't give that thing time, and sometimes a good recipe requires a good cooking.
True.
So you need time for everything. Yes.
Exactly, exactly. So,
Yes.
in Bollywood, Hindi film industry, is it more about glamour or talent? So, it is. I got this question from one of my friends, like more about glamour or talent.
Well, you guys watch it more for glamour for sure. You will ask who the hero is, who's the heroine, what is she wearing, which dress, which from where. So of course there is glamour, but eventually I think it is about acting. You will only love actors who have had that kind of a combination of both, I guess. Those are the
Mhm.
ones who become stars, like so-called stars or superstars. You
Mhm.
can't just be a star only on glamour or only on
Mhm.
acting. You need a good combination of both.
Exactly. So, any role that you wished that, oh, I wish I could play that role. Like, any dream role you had or still you have?
I'm a greedy actor, and there are like plenty of roles that I would say I had loved to do. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
sucker for black and white films, and
Uh-huh.
most of the films I would have loved to do. Like I think they made some fantabulous films back then as well. Be it Mother India, be it Sujata, be it Sita or Gita, be it Bandini, all
Mm-hmm.
those films, and I really some and Gulzar Saab ki sab filmeं and Rishida ki Rishikesh Mukherjee's movies, be it Mausam, be it Andhi. I think they were beautiful films and Khoobsurat Rishida's. So I would have really loved to do all these films, but well, yeah.
Yeah, and we all are really our good wishes are with you. Definitely, I'm sure that those kind of movies will be on your way coming years. Definitely. So,
Thank you.
yeah, and like you are these days, like you are doing short film, web series, you are writing books, you are definitely a poet. And how do you manage so many roles in your life?
I have no idea how it happened. It just happened by the by. I think you sometimes really want to expand your horizons and writing I've been doing. I think as a kid, I used to write my diary. And then
Mm-hmm.
I used to start writing columns for newspapers. And then
Mm-hmm.
this book came by. And during this lockdown, the poems came by. So
Mm-hmm.
I let myself flow, Nupur. I've never planned life. So whatever I feel, I think whatever is a way of expression, be it writing, be it acting, be it dance, I like to be a part of it.
Okay, so now your poem got appreciated by many, Mr. Bachchan
Yes.
also, Smriti
Yeah.
Irani, Miss Irani, and we'd love to hear a little bit. Like here in Japan, people would love to know that what actually you wrote and got so much appreciation. Definitely know, but from your
Uh,
voice, we'd love to hear that.
I'm not too sure if I really remember it, but if you can just wait a second, let me see if I have it
Sure,
here. One second,
sure,
yeah.
sure, sure. all those people, you can just see that one person can play so many roles. So don't stop complaining. Okay, great.
Because if I सुनाऊं तो फिर पूरी सुनाऊं, right? So
पूरी तरह एकदम.
जी, जब सब ठीक होगा ना तो ये तो करते रहेंगे. वो जो दोस्तों से हर तीसरे दिन वीडियो कॉल करते हैं, अपनी वो गप्पे, वो रेसिपीज एक्सचेंज करते हैं. कहाँ मिलता है वो मौका भाग दौड़ की जिंदगी में. वो एक थमा चौकड़ी करते रहेंगे. जब सब ठीक होगा ना तो ये तो करते रहेंगे. वो घर पे पुरानी एल्बम देखकर एक साथ बचपन की यादें ताज़ा करना. वो टी शर्ट पजामे में आर.डी. बर्मन सुनते हुए मिलकर सफाइयाँ करना. वो मस्ती, वो पिलो फाइट्स, वो शरारत करते रहेंगे. जब सब ठीक होगा ना तो ये तो करते रहेंगे. वो जो हर छोटी चीज समेट रहे हैं घर की हम. जब बाई आएगी तो इस बार सब काम उस पर नहीं छोड़ेंगे. एक मदद का हाथ देंगे और उसके चेहरे पर वो मुस्कुराहट भरते रहेंगे. जब सब ठीक होगा ना तो ये तो करते रहेंगे. वो जो नीचे चौकीदार भैया हैं, उनसे रोज का चाय नाश्ता पूछना, एक दुआ सलाम करना. वो घर से दूर है इसका एहसास कम करना. ये भी आते जाते करते रहेंगे. जब सब ठीक होगा ना तो ये तो जरूर करते रहेंगे. वो गली के कुत्तों को हाय हेलो करके रोटी देना. वो गाती हुई कोयल के बोल समझना. वो छत पर जाकर कौओं को पानी देना. रब की इस कायनात से दोस्ती करते रहेंगे. जो गलत कर दिया था हमने, उसे ठीक करने का मौका मिला है. उस ठीक को हम और अच्छा करते रहेंगे. जब सब ठीक होगा ना तो ये तो करते रहेंगे.
Wow, wow! Like, how do you write? Like, you just get determined. Like, okay, today I'm going to write, or you just feel like writing.
So what happened? I'm writing my next book, but because of the lockdown, I think I got mentally stuck somewhere, and I just wasn't able to. So I went down and I met my watchman and I said, "Hi, bhaiya, kaise hain aap?" And then this thought struck me that we've suddenly become very sensitive to one another, asking how you are, do you need anything? So I thought, will the sensitivity remain with us when the lockdown is over? So this poem just trickled out in 5 minutes. I wrote it in 5 minutes. So I was like, Achha, I must be really wanting to write something like this, that it just trickled out.
And that this is the result we got. It happens. As you said, there's nothing planned. You never planned anything. It just comes out. So the poem also the result of it. Yeah. Yes. So we'd love to know about your next book. What is it about?
It's about my film journey. I can't really tell much, but it's about my life in the movie world. So yeah.
This is about your journey of life.
Yes.
That's wonderful. So actually there are many, very eligible single bachelor people here. They're just asking me to ask you that what is Divya's perfect man to be?
I don't think there's any perfect man, Nupur.
Exactly.
You just click. I think when we were teenagers, we would say tall, dark, handsome, but that really doesn't hold true. I think somebody who's understanding, who's very secure in his own zone, who nurtures a partner, and who has a good sense of, I think all that is a good combination. And you really don't plan things. I mean, you just meet somebody and you think, hey, this is it. So
true, exactly. That happens. So it just nobody plans. You just meet and it just clicks. It connects. That kind of chemistry. Yes. Yeah. So I think you never know. Maybe you'll be coming to Japan. You'll be meeting that guy. You never know about it. Next time, so we'll be waiting for you to be a matchmaker.
Okay.
So yes. So okay. So just changing the topic a little bit. Feminism, like you, self-made woman, and a woman who was totally rock in your life, who supported like a rock, and So today's world, what I see personally, like feminism, especially in India, like feminism has got some different definition actually. So we'd love to know what you think about feminism. So in India, like it is more about competition than completion. I what I feel personally, it is like more we are
Feminism?
competing.
You're
So
talking about feminism?
about feminism, yes.
I think you're talking about a very limited uh, strata of society here. Most of it,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think have much of a say as such, my dear, because if you go into the more the interiors or the northern side or whatever, many women really don't have the right to even express what they want. So we are lucky that way, and even I don't even know if they have a right to education or their own dreams. The
Mm-hmm.
moment you finish your basic education, you're gotten married, and then the life starts, and then there goes push your dreams and whatever you want it to be. So feminism, I think. Is a very subjective kind of a term. I normally don't really use it for myself or for anybody that I know very closely. There's nothing, I mean, I could never really define it. I just feel a woman should be self reliant, should be, I think, very, very comfortable in her own space, should have the right to speak her mind and do what she'd want to do. And I think we are lucky that way, but I wouldn't really call myself a feminist. I mean, I think the equal rights is much more beautiful than just that.
Exactly. So we have to work on equal right because we are the mothers, right? The society is the women. So we have to. I feel like we have to raise our sons with that feeling that you are not superior to your sister or whoever is going to come to in your life partner. You're just equal. That equality, I feel also. I'm from very rural India, and you know, it's a village actually. So that is when
Oh,
I hear. Yes, a village actually. So I went to the government school, totally village school and everything. So, but people expect me to just be feminist, but I feel like, as you said, the equal right. We have to have the equality in the society. So we have to make men who will pull the women up. I think.
that's right.
And
That's right.
yeah, so that is the way it should be. So
Yes.
now I we will yes. So now we'll go for a little bit different kind of question. Like I'm getting few questions actually, and I'm asking
Sure.
you. So it is like India. India is people talk about mostly Bollywood, politics, or cricket. Like why those three things? Like we have other sports also. We have other things also, social issues we have. But these three things actually people mostly talk about. So why actually we Indians love talking about these three things?
I think films and cricket have been a religion for us. It's like a certain craze about something. It is like that. It's been like that for years, and I think whatever um, films I think is larger than life, takes you away from your normal
Problems.
problems, and you can just distract yourself. So does cricket, and of
Yeah.
course then you kind of magnify it as larger than life, even cricket. So
Mm-hmm.
they become heroes for you, and you idolize, and you want to be like them. And I think these
Mm-hmm.
are two, and that can only happen with fields that are more relatable. So what better than a visual medium, which is movies, which is TV, which is cricket, and
Mm-hmm.
politics. I think is just. I'd rather not say much about it, but
I
it's
understand. Yeah.
well, I have
More
nothing to say.
politics. It will become much politics. Totally. So, if you are given an offer, would you like to join politics to change the
I've been
country, to
offered.
change the society?
No, I'm not saying there are lots of people in politics who are very up for their jobs, and you like it. I have some friends who do that, and very very meticulously they do it. But I don't have an inclination. I have received many offers, but I'm happy acting.
Yeah, that is actually, and this is the thing you were born to do: acting, author, poet, not politics. That's not your area. But it's very in it's it's a like this is today's women or girls. They should know about this the way you're saying that. I'm very happy with my area. Because today, people are really confused, especially girls, like what really they, because, social media gave people a little bit fame, like instant fame for so people are really confused today, like what really they should do. And as you said, like we don't have patience, as you mentioned before. So I think we'd love to know a few messages for young women, because you are totally self-made and you have achieved so much in your life. So we'd love to know something, few lines for young women, young girls.
I would first of all want to say that you should be very sure of what you want in life. Don't follow somebody else's dream, follow your own. Because sometimes it's like, acha, my parents said this, so I'll be that. Or my friends are doing that, I'll do that also. Every person is different, and you should know what would make you happy. What would you want to do in life? And pursue it. But the thing is, as I said, you need to persevere stuff. Nothing comes like immediately. We always think, like when I came into the films, I was like, in a year I'll be a star. Nothing happened in a year. I made terrible mistakes, and I was like, what am I doing here? So you learn from your mistakes, and you need to have that kind of patience with your own self and with the universe, that something will happen if you really want something passionately. So I have always believed in these P's of passion, patience, and perseverance. If you have that, I think you will achieve your goals. And also, I would say, in the kind of low mental health times that we live, where depression has become more than anything else like the it word now, and fortunately, everyone's coming out with it. What one needs is a lot of what do you say, good friends around, a family support system around, because you really need to talk about things. When I used to come home after being rejected from a film, I used to come and cry when I was new. And so, I was lucky. I had my mother and my brother. And so my mom would say, what happened? I said, Mom, they didn't take me in the film. They promised and they didn't take me. So I would feel let down. And she said, so is this the end of the world? And I said, no, Mama, that's not the end of the world. So she's saying, fine, you'll get another offer. Tomorrow's another day. So somebody normalized me. Somebody grounded me. There was home, there was warmth, there was acceptance, there was love. And you need that around you. So make sure you have such an atmosphere around you, and don't seclude yourself and just indulge in your own worries and thoughts. Always share. Always share.
Yeah, that is very much important actually. And there are many actually viewers, they just love your voice. They are saying they're writing about your voice. Yes, I was going to say the same thing. Such a lovely voice you have got. And as I
Thank
mentioned
you.
already, yes, only lady in the Bollywood with a deep husky voice, like her dialogue modulation. You can read it. So yeah, such a beautiful voice you have got, and your
Thank you.
smile can win anyone's heart. Such a beautiful smile you have got.
Thank you. Thanks.
Definitely. So now we are going to the rapid fire round. Okay. So
Okay.
now, okay, your favorite food.
Dal chawal.
Okay, total North Indian. Good. Your favorite movie.
Chupke chupke. The old one. Rishikesh
Huh?
Mukherjee.
Yes, I was too. Your favorite destination.
India would be Kerala, and outside would be. I love going to London because there are lots of friends there. So yeah.
Great. One man whom you would like to date.
Ha! I'm not telling you.
That's not fair.
No.
Okay, that's your secret.
Yes.
Okay, let it be secret then. Okay. Okay. Your favorite politician?
Narendra Modi.
Great. Modi ji, are you, can you listen to her? Okay. Great. Okay. Describe in one word Amitabh Bachchan ji.
An institution in himself.
Ma, your ma. Hello. I think there is some internet problem, some glitches here. So I think we lost Divya. Okay, she's coming back. Yes. So I think there are internet problem. We lost Divya for. I think she will be back in a few minutes. There is, yes, since it is really, we depend on internet and we don't know really what the connection is going to give us. So it's a risk always connecting like that. But I'm sure that she's going to come back. I'm sure she's going to come back within few minutes. There is some problem. And yes, the people who really want to make big, do big in Bollywood, not only Bollywood, what you can learn from her words, her sentences, that anywhere you have to have, the patience and passion, very much important. Your passion will give you patience. And these two, when you can combine these two, and then only you can have the life and the thing you really want in your life. So let me just connect with her again. Okay, she's back.
Yes. Sorry, what was
no
this?
Worries.
I don't know. We just lost connection. Yes.
Yes, exactly. It happens, and this is internet. But we are grateful to internet that it is making us connect around the world.
That's true. That is
right. True. So okay. So our the next question was that ma, one word for your mother.
Lifeline.
So lovely. And Bollywood.
Sorry?
One word in Bollywood.
Passion.
Great. Divya Dutta.
Child woman.
Okay. And you have, you will really love to know you have many fans here in Japan. And this is not only what's, yes, many fans here. And they were waiting to watch you. They were waiting and they would love to know few messages from you. A few words, few sentences from you. Definitely.
Well, I'd first of all want to say thank you for being here with us and for hearing me and listening to me and just loving me. And it means a lot. We are like very far apart there. I'm on the other side of the globe, but it's the connectors are my films, and the connect is the love that you sent my way. All I'd like to say is I'd really wish you guys all the very best for everything you do. And we are living in very tough times right now, but I'm sure, like, since everyone is in this together, this too shall pass. And I'm sure everyone, each one of you, has come out of it a better person, learning something different about yourself, honing your arts that probably you forgot, getting back the hobbies that you weren't having earlier. So all I want to say is be your own best friend, enjoy your own company, be sensitive to your surroundings and the people around you. That's a must, I think. And just do your bit of spreading a little bit of happiness around. And I think the world would be a really nice place. And thank you for bestowing all your love on me. It really means a lot. And thank you, Nupur, for connecting me with everyone out there.
We are not done yet. We are not letting you go.
I'm not.
I'm just kidding. Yes, and thank you for giving your really, we all are, on behalf of Indian community here, we are really thankful to you, grateful to you for giving your precious time to us. But since I said that we are not done yet, so we'd love to know that 5 things really you would like to do in your life from now, which you haven't done. 5, 4, whatever you haven't done before.
As I said, Nupur, I genuinely don't plan anything because I let life flow for me. So, but if you'd say to-do list, I would really like to just pick up my car with a friend or a companion and just move out and see the world. I would really love to do that. So I do these crazy things. That my plans are always impromptu. So if you ask me a plan, I won't have any. I would like to keep writing. I would like to probably make a film someday. What else would I like to do? I'm doing what I like to do, yeah.
So we are waiting to have more books from you. So your writings,
Thanks.
yeah.
Yes.
So and definitely we have got a question that instead of so many hurdles in Bollywood industry, what keeps you moving? What kept you moving, or what keeps you moving? I think she already answered, but he wants to know that the precise answer.
Is I think there's this passion that I have for cinema. One, two. When nobody is there to really push you around as a support system, then you have to be your own support system, and then the onus on you is even more. That okay, if I'm not getting what I want, how do I get them to give me what I want? And through good work. And so you always have to add that X factor in your performances. If I do a Veer Zara, there's a humongous cast. And as a newcomer, to stand in there and be noticed and still loved for it after so many years of that film, you need to add that X factor in your role. And that happens only if you have that little greed as an actor, a stubbornness as a passionate person, that I will get what I want in my own way. I think then you give it your best. वो जब कुछ चाहिए होता है तो you have to work hard for it. And मुझे ये चाहिए. If I say I want the moon, I have to work for it.
That is the I think secret of your all the success, and that is the answer of the question. Yes, if you want something, you have to work for it. Totally have to. So we'd love to know, like a girl from Ludhiana came to Mumbai and she got the national award. And what was the like? How did you feel at that time? What was your like? Definitely, you spread the news, but before that, you felt like the moment you got the news. How did you feel?
So I've actually been expecting a national award forever for many of my films, but when it finally happened, I was not expecting it, and I was leaving for a shoot. I was packing my bags, and my TV was on, but suddenly it just conked off. I mean, I lost the signal, and I was flooded with calls suddenly, and I was like, "What happened?" So everyone was congratulating me, all the journalists and everyone. I said, "What happened?" They said, "You got a national award." And I was numb. I was really numb because a dream of yours, when it finally gets fulfilled, sometimes you don't know how to really react. There is elation, there is happiness, there is emotion, and you want to cry as well. And so I jumped on my bed like a child, and I was like dancing crazy, and I was like, "Yay! Finally, I got it."
Finally you got it. And definitely, we wish you all the best, and we are sure that you're going to get many awards. And we would love to know your future projects. There are a lot of questions. They would love to know your future projects.
Okay, so my future projects, now today my film has released, and please watch it. I don't know if you guys get Sony Live there, but I'm sure you can get the links and find it. There's a beautiful film called Ram Singh Charlie, and I think it's a classic film. Please watch it because it's gotten amazing reviews, and it's a film I am supremely proud of belonging to. And after this, one of my very big web series is launching. I can't talk about it. They're going to announce tomorrow. So that will come, I think, the second week of September. Then there is the Bakar Banerjee's film Freedom. After that, there is Anubhav Sinha's film called Abhi To Party Shuru Hui Hai. And then there is another comedy with Umesh Shukla, which is called Aankh Micholi. So, and there's a Punjabi film that I'm doing, which is titled Ma. I was shooting for it, but because of the pandemic, we had to leave it midway. But it will release on Mother's Day next year. And so I'm playing the role, it's the titular role, but it ranges from being 20 to 70. So it's a beautiful role to perform. And then there are 2 Hollywood films that I'm working on.
Wow. Congratulations. Yes. So all of your fans, they're very excited. I'm sure they're very excited, definitely me too, to see you in Hollywood. Wow, it's such an achievement. See, girl from Ludhiana to Hollywood. You have to write another book. The title would be that, Ludhiana to Hollywood. Definitely.
Right.
So here we got one question. Nupur, she writes poem. Yes, we know that she writes poem, and we have already heard. So you write, keep writing, or just have you published any book on poem? We can read those poems.
No, my mother's book is on poems. I actually don't write too many poems. I'm a prose writer mostly. Poems just happen incidentally for me. My mother used to write poetry, and her book is called Tanhaiya. I don't know how you'll get it in Japan, but I probably am thinking of making a podcast of her poems very soon. So I hope it reaches you.
Yeah, so definitely. Yeah. We'll wait for that. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, Divya, for joining us, giving your time.
Thank you.
And wish you all the best for your future project. And lots of love from Japan. Thank you so much. Thank you. We all love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye. So everyone, that was Miss Divya Dutta, and she's National Award-winning actor. She's an author. She's a poet, and she's a daughter, wonderful daughter. And as you heard, she's going to work in Hollywood as well. So you can dream. You can just never say that you dream. All the hurdles. A girl from Ludhiana to Hollywood. So she did not just any power, anything to make her stop there. She's there, and she just determined to follow her heart and follow her passion. So that was her interview. I'm sure that you liked it, and you are going to follow your dream as well. So everyone, this is episode number 7, the Nupur Show. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for loving the show every week. And your love and support definitely mean a lot to us. Thank you so much, everyone. So that was today's show, episode number 7. We'll be again back next Saturday with another beautiful guest. Thank you so much, everyone. Again, arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you so much, and bahut dhanyawad. Subratri, good night, o yasminasai. Namaste.